I guess I should start by telling you a bit about myself. I'm Kate, and I've been working in the wilderness since I was 18. Growing up, my family lived off the grid in Oregon. My dad owned a logging company, and my mum loved the solitude of the forest. This story takes place during my first summer job with the National Park Service in New Mexico when I was just 18. I was sent to fix a bridge deep in the canyon, about 7 miles from the nearest road. It was a beautiful, clear day in mid-August. As I hiked out, the sun began to set. The canyon walls glowed with the last light of day. I set up camp near the bridge, making a small fire. The moon was almost full, casting an eerie glow on the canyon walls. As I started working on the bridge, I noticed how my shadow danced on the rock face. It was mesmerizing. After a while, I started to feel uneasy, like I was being watched. To calm myself, I began to hum a little tune. The canyon was eerily quiet. No insects, no wind, just the sound of my hammering and humming. Suddenly, I noticed something strange on the canyon wall, a second silhouette next to mine. I spun around, my heart racing, but no one was there. When I looked back, the second shadow was gone. I'm usually a heavy sleeper, but that night, something woke me up. The canyon was completely silent again. Then I heard it, a faint humming outside my tent. It was the same tune I had been humming earlier. Through the tent fabric, I saw a silhouette sitting by the fire. As it turned towards me, the humming grew impossibly loud. Suddenly, the fire went out completely. In a panic, I grabbed my tent and ran, not stopping until I reached my car. I never went back to finish the job. When my co-worker brought back my tent, it was slashed to pieces. I told him it must have been an animal, but I knew better. Something unexplainable had happened that night. To this day, I can't fully explain what I experienced, but it changed how I see the wilderness forever. Sometimes, out there in the wild, there are things that defy all logical explanation, and that's what makes it both beautiful and terrifying.